nudging around each other like this. I wonder if you look at it from above, you can see everyone doing some sort of dance.
Yeah. That's a square. Thank you. Yeah, so because we've asked them to deploy near the edge to the exit, this thing and choose where they're going.
Thank you.
Silence. And so I'll ask you all now if you could kneel, those of you who can kneel, please. We're going to have 2 minutes now in memory of George Floyd and in memory of all of the other people who have lost their lives through police brutality and other injustices on the black community and people of colour. Thank you, everybody. We talk about silence, and we talk about silence being complicity, and sometimes we're talking about white people and their silence, but there are also times for silence when that silence is so powerful and we connect as human beings in the love and compassion we have for each other. And you feel at that moment so much hope that these things, the way we can come together, can really make a difference and change our world. So we have some really interesting people to come and speak to you today, and it's great to have a platform to enable them to do this. And the first speaker who's going to talk to us is Kylie. So please come up, Kylie.
Write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Do you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave.
Thank you, Carly. That was wonderful. Now, I think we were going to have one of our speakers who's still a bit shy, so we're going to hold off on this moment. But Michael, you are here.
Excuse me while I fix my afro for you fine people before we start. I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today, and I'd like to thank the organisers. But I'd like to draw your attention to what I'm wearing today. This is a military jacket for the civilians among you. For the military, you'll know this is a Paris mark. And the reason I'm wearing it today is because I'm a black veteran, and I've been racially discriminated against. I've served my country and I've suffered. Now if you look at the pattern on this jacket, this is camouflage. Many different shapes and many different sizes, but most importantly, many different colours. All brought together as one, and that's what makes it work. That's a reflection of our society today. We're all brought together as one, and that's what makes us work. That's a reflection of our country today. So Black Lives Matter. All lives should matter, but they don't. They should matter, but we're not really there yet. But one day, we'll be able to stand together and say all lives matter and really mean it. And when we do, it'll be because of you at the front. It'll be because of you at the back. It'll be because of all of you that have come out to support this cause. And on that day, we will be able to say all lives truly matter. But for you to understand why that hurts so much, you need to understand what it's like to be a soldier serving your country in Afghanistan. So I'm going to read you a poem I wrote on my return. It's called Saturday Night. Saturday, I'll fight with the lads, or drinking with the girlies. 0430, Afghanistan. The troops, they're up though it's early. Some bed check, hair check, help me do my makeup. ECM check, weapon check. Only 2 hours sleep, I really need to wake up. Euphoria and excitement for the night to be had. We're about to step off, my thoughts turn. The comfort of my gaming room. I hear my mum calling me. Mum, what? I need a favour, only for free. We have no milk, can you go to the store for me? I say, cool. Slip on my shirt and my jeans, both designer. Mum, where's Carla? I see Carla with our driver. I went to the store to buy some milk, and on the way I saw a black boy who'd literally just been killed. By his side, a split blue and white shopping bag. I can only see some milk, I think that's all they have. I'm already recording, so I can show my friends. Be careful out there, please bring back some milk. At the end of the if you know that's there, will be killed. Shopping bag in hand, I make my way back. Too often to stop me in the south to the back. I know the girl to operate, never put up a fight. She offers both white and harasses by day and by night. My hands behind my back, my face slammed to the wall. They hit me to the ground so fast I don't feel. Training course, it was 10 weeks long, 128 of us. Now I must stress, the army tolerates no racism. Black, white, Asian, we are all one. And we stand up for each other. So we get broken down into sections.
Hi, Jackie.
20 strong. In my section we had a leader, he was our instructor. And he was quite racist and he would refer to me as Harvey. And if you know Katie Price, she has a son who suffered with severe disability. But I was the butt of a joke to this man and he referred to me as that.
Hi, Phil.
Oh, yeah. I suffered in silence, I didn't think anyone was paying attention. You walk around, blah, 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 blah. It was painful, but I thought, you know what, I need to get past this course. And I didn't think anyone noticed. But my teammates, my section mates, my brothers, they had enough, and they said, that's that, I'm not having it. We're not having it. So the next time they confronted him, one of the lads was chest poking him and saying, we're not having it. And I guess I told you that story today is because this is what all of you are doing. Something has happened and has been happening, but you finally said, this is it. This is enough. We're not having it anymore. So for that, I thank all of you for being here. We'll have the courage to do so. Before I sign off, thank you very much. I have one massive ask of you. I've stood before you as a veteran and I've told you my story. Now you must understand that to us in the army and the armed forces, we serve black, white, Asian, whatever. We've all served for this country and many of us have given our lives. Some of us aren't here today. Thousands, millions of black, Asian and minority ethnic troops have given their life for this country. And a small minority of people under our kind of banner have decided to desecrate War Memorial. So I ask you, would you clap in remembrance to remember the soldiers, black, white and Asian, and maybe pick some of that God? Will you clap with me now, in their memory? Thank you very much.
Back to my childhood, just to try and give some perspective into my experiences. So, I grew up in Dagenham, a pretty rough part of East London. It was the early 70s and the National Front was very active in our area. They're a political party, if you didn't know, and they have actually labelled themselves as a racist nationalist party. There was NF graffiti, very visible all over our neighbourhood. So being called a Paki was a regular occurrence for me and my family growing up. My dad's tyres on his car got slashed. We even got chased down the street on the way home from junior school by skinheads, grown-up boys from the secondary school in the neighbourhood. I actually thought those days were far behind us. But I was wrong. And I feel like the past week has proved to me how wrong I've been. These past couple of weeks, the tension and the anger and frustration on social media has really highlighted how much casual racism exists and how people are so unaware of the impact of their words and their behaviour towards people of colour. So I've raised my children. Thank you, Dad.